Donald Trump actually wasn't going to be charged with any of this stuff as long as he didn't run for president again, even though he did all of these crimes. Taking those top secret documents home is mental. It's insane. Of course, his biggest crime is that he had the false elector scheme to do a coup against America. And in this particular case, did he do this crime? Indisputably so. That's why it was so easy for the jury. And you mentioned that Michael Cohen is a convicted felon. Yeah, he was convicted for this same exact crime. They're co-conspirators. This is a serious case. The falsifying business records, Alvin Bragg, as you asked,
you're not answering my question, which is why is it one rule applied to Trump, but a very different set of rules applying to Bill Clinton, who committed what I would argue were far worse offences, frankly, than what Trump did in the Stormy Daniels case.
No, Piers, what you're misunderstanding is that there's two different sets of rules for the powerful and the powerless. So the powerless will be convicted, will be tried on all these crimes. The powerful are never tried on any of these crimes. What MAGA and you are complaining about is, oh my God, Donald Trump is being treated like a normal person instead of one of the elites. If you're one of the elites, you're allowed to break all these laws.
You're not listening. That's not what I'm putting to you. I'm putting to you...
That's exactly what you're saying.
No, I'm asking you why Bill Clinton was never put through a criminal court minster, given what he did, many would argue, was worse.
Piers, not even close to worse. That's absurd.
Really?
Piers, yes.
Having sex with an intern in the Oval Office and then lying about it to the American people? Paying off Paula Jones hundreds of thousands of dollars to settle a harassment case? You don't think that's at least illegal. As bad, if not worse? That's not even
close to illegal.
Trump had a one-night stand with a porn star 18 years ago. Who cares? He wasn't running for president then.
Of course.
He was a business guy.
Piers, you're not... Okay, listen. Back when Clinton...
Yet again, for some strange reason, defending a position that will be popular with the right wing requires overt deception. Notice how disingenuous Piers Morgan is being, and ask yourself why this is necessary. He references that Trump had an affair with a porn star. Who cares? Donald Trump was not charged with having sex with a porn star. So the judge didn't care about that. The jury didn't care about that. So yes, no one cares. So why is he bringing that up? That's not what Trump was charged with or convicted with. The case really didn't have much to do with the affair. Having an affair is not a crime, which is why he wasn't charged with having an affair, right? Having an affair and then trying to cover it up by paying off someone to stay quiet is not a crime, which is why Donald Trump was not charged with that either. Think about why it is necessary for people like Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, Tim Pool, and now Piers Morgan. Why do they have to lie? If Trump is really innocent, why can't they just be truthful in their defense of him? Why is it necessary to lie and deceive people? Who cares about the affair? Nobody does. Right? And again, you have these GOP politicians that are showing up at the courthouse and pretending not to know what the charges are. We don't even know what the crime is. We don't even know what the crime is. Donald Trump was charged and convicted with election interference, right? He also was charged with falsifying business records. If this is bogus, right, and it's all a political witch hunt, whatever, why wouldn't Piers Morgan be attacking the truth of what happened? Why would he not say, who cares about falsifying business records? Who cares? Why instead does he say, who cares about the affair? Knowing that this would resonate with people who like Trump, right? If you say to somebody who likes Trump that who cares about having an affair, they're gonna think in their minds that he got convicted because of having an affair and trying to cover it up, and like, who cares about that, and how's that a crime? Why would Piers Morgan want to mislead people who like Trump in this way? Why would he not focus on the facts of the case? Then he makes he also repeated this stupid talking point about trying to, manufacture a felony out of something that's a misdemeanor. I mean, crimes, I don't know if all crimes are like this, but many crimes have levels in terms of how serious of an offense, right? Like there's different types of murder, right? Involuntary manslaughter, like there's a lot of this, right? So if someone does something that is at the level of the most extreme level of murder, you can't look at that and say they took, like, you look at the lightest version of murder and you say that version of murder is only like 10 years in prison, but somehow they manufactured it and twisted it around to make it into a high level murder. No, the high level murder has a definition. Either what happened applies to the definition or it doesn't, right? There is a misdemeanor, right, of Trump paying off a porn star to cover something up, right? There is a misdemeanor offense that he could have done. There's also a felony version of that. He did the felony version, which is why they charged him with the felony version. And if it really was a misdemeanor, right, then why didn't his attorney make that argument? Why was that not their key defense? I mean, if something is really a misdemeanor, it's to be charged with a felony. I mean, do you think Trump and his attorney are morons? Like, that's a huge defense. Because the laws are clearly stated what's the felony version, what's the misdemeanor version. It should be very easy to see whether this is the felony version or it's the misdemeanor version, and then go accordingly. And then this thing about the Clinton comparison. Why is it that for a Democrat, they get away and then they go after Republicans? So that's what the issue is, right? Treating Republicans unfairly, like the victimhood thing. Bill Clinton was held accountable in so many ways. He was impeached. He lost his license. He was sued for sexual harassment. The result of that was that he settled that case and he ended up being fined, right? So Bill Clinton did not get off, with no consequence, right? He did some stuff that was a crime, some stuff was unethical, but they put him through the ringer. Now, Bill Clinton, I think, perhaps is a little bit smarter than Donald Trump. And as such, he was able to get himself a better outcome of the situation. If Donald Trump were in Bill Clinton's shoes, he probably would have gotten worse consequences. And then they would say, oh, it's because they're going after a conservative, even though Donald Trump is a liberal Democrat from New York. But anyway, because the thing about the settling, would Donald Trump have settled and escaped? Because if he didn't settle, then the criminal case, again, there was a criminal case, right? He was criminally charged, right? That's how he got to the settlement. So just like Trump, he was charged, but he chose to settle and they allowed him to settle. Did Trump try to settle? Or did he just I didn't do anything wrong, right? So it's not like Bill Clinton just did whatever and got away with it. No, he got impeached. He lost his license. He had to pay fines, right? Because there was the sexual harassment with Paula, whatever her name was, and then there was the Monica Lewinsky, because I believe he lied under oath, right? And even though we don't like to go after elites, Bill Clinton suffered many different consequences for his actions with Monica Lewinsky and with Paula. Was it Paula Jones? I don't remember her name. If Bill Clinton didn't choose to settle and Paula didn't choose to accept his settlement, the case would have continued and they would have dug and dug and dug, and perhaps he would have been found guilty, and then he would have been in serious trouble. I guess perhaps registered sex offender, right? And that's probably what would have happened to Trump in the same scenario. Not because it's Trump and they don't like Trump, but because of what Trump would have done. Deny it. Oh, I didn't do it. I never met this person. Right? Be absolutely ridiculous. And the jury just look at him and like, this guy's a clown, guilty. And then when he gets in trouble, oh, it's because they're going out the conservatives and the right wing. No. He could have chosen the Bill Clinton route and been like, okay, can we settle? And Trump has done that in the past, by the way. So he knows how to settle. He also knows how to dig his heels in and just be like, nope, didn't do it, never met her, didn't do it. Right? So why is Piers Morgan on here pretending like Bill Clinton did all this stuff and then he just walked away with no consequences? Now Trump does the same thing and he gets in trouble. First of all, it's not the same thing, right? Because the thing that he's trying to connect is like, Clinton had an affair and tried to cover it up, I guess he's saying, and then Trump had an affair, tried to cover it up, but somehow Trump gets in trouble and he doesn't. again, Trump wasn't charged with having an affair and covering it up. He was charged with falsifying business records, where the money was to pay off the porn star, but he listed it as legal expenses, and that would be a misdemeanor. But he was trying to cover up another crime. The reason why, because otherwise, just write it down as what it is. That it's a payment to whatever you want to do. Like, just why are you hiding it, right? The reason why he was hiding what the payment was for was because what he was doing was a violation of election laws. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. Tell me how I'm wrong. Comment below.